that y'all need to have today. I'm excited because I think I finally found um the way that I want to, I think I finally found the way that I want to do my notes from now on that kind of helps me have, you know, my in order. And I really think that y'all are going to really enjoy this new method that I have. So, we did it last week. So we did it Friday and it actually worked out and I was excited. So I was like, so when I did my notes for today's live, I did it the same way and we're going to see if it's more effective for our collective. All right? So, we're about to get started and let's go live on TikTok. They probably like, yo, where you at, big? Like, what's really going on? Probably like, yo, what's really going on? What's really going on? Y'all, I finally have my mic stand. I'm so excited about that, for real, because I needed it. I got tired of holding the mic. I like to just be able to roam so freely. And it's so interesting that, a Oracle card just dropped. And we have the card Oracle card just dropped out of the deck because I was just trying to sit it up and the card dropped out of the deck. So this one says change your rhythm. And that may be significant to a lot of y'all. I'm not gonna pull no Oracle. If it comes out, it comes out. Let's see. I'm gonna tell y'all like I tell TikTok. We I'm just consistent. I'm not a person where I can tell you like, yo, I can't tell you that I'm gonna give it to you the same way every time. I can't commit to that. But what I can commit is consistency. So maybe somebody needed that Oracle. Let's see. On Wealthy Rise chat, Wealthy Rise on TikTok, Wealthy Rise on YT. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend. I'm excited to just chat with y'all. I'm excited to talk with you guys about my notes. And, I hope that whatever we talk about today, somehow it affects you in the best way possible because today we're going to talk about authenticity. We're going to break that word down today. So if you need time, please grab a notebook. I recommend listening to me like by yourself. Simple because what happens is it's like we on a one-on-one call. All right, let's see what this oracle says. Invite spirit in. So like, yeah, a lot of y'all need to get it together, and that's okay. Cause we gonna talk about getting it together today. I like my space like clean, I like it clear. I don't like stuff all in my way. Even if stuff is like way over there, I'll be feeling like, I'll look at it and be like, yo, it's giving me a little anxiety. What's up, Janie? Did I say it right? Janie? Give it up for Janie in the chat. All right. So we're gonna talk authenticity today. I think a lot of people talk authenticity and I don't think we break words down enough. And I'm just going to speak for myself. I don't think people truly think deeper about the things that they say out their mouth. I think we all have this issue. And I think one thing that has really helped me on my journey, excuse me y'all, is what has really helped me on my journey is I look up words and I research them and I dive deeper into the word of the meaning of the word. And I think that has truly helped me learn how to stop just saying words and not realizing what I'm saying. So I used to teach like this all the time when I first started out teaching, and I've been teaching for a few years. We've been teaching on TikTok. We've been, doing our thing. And it seems like the more that we just break words down, the easier it is for people to grasp what we're saying. So I hope today that you can listen with an open mind, an open heart, an open spirit. If you're currently live while you're while we're giving these gems out, congratulations. You're not here by, mistake. You're not here by coincidence. This is divine orchestrated. And you're probably like, who are you? Well, I like to introduce myself. I'm BIG. I'm your host of Rags to Riches. Where I'm taking you guys through the mindset of going from nothing to something. And if you can walk with me today, I think that you will find great pleasure in this time, and you will know that it is well spent here in the next hour. If you can walk and talk with me, I want to teach you literally what success is. Because see, a lot of people think success is having the nicest cars, having the biggest house, having the baddest looking girl, right? But truly, success is discovering self within and loving every single version of you. And I don't think people talk about that enough. So if you're under the sound of my voice right now, I'm so happy to have you here. The topic of discussion today, what's up, Lucky23? I like that. Lucky's in the chat. Get up on TikTok. Lucky's in the chat. That's no, like, before I get started, y'all, I like to, I don't just like to jump in as a coach, right? I like to jump in and make sure that you not necessarily make sure you guys are comfortable, but I like to jump in. I like to talk before I get started because I really want to make sure that the people who are supposed to be here are here. And although, like, they say on time is late and late is on time, I truly do believe that everything happens for a reason. So the topic is more so about just life. And if you choose to use it to claim success, it's yours to have. Did y'all hear that? My speaker just just went off. I take everything as a sign. And this is why I take my time, because I really want the people who this is for. I want this shit to move y'all. Okay? I'm this is not no game. My journey has been very rough. It's been very tough. I'm not going to tell you, okay? Hi, bye. Hi, 22. Okay. It's nice to know you too as well, Mark. Thank you guys for being here. All right. But if you guys are willing to walk with me, even if you are seeing this, all is well. I'm having an amazing day. I'm having an amazing day. If you believe it or not, can y'all tell I'm running off of 3 hours of sleep? I love life so much. And it's like I want to share that same love for life that I have with the next person. And that's true success. True success is not even it's not even the money. The money's gonna come. Like, it's literally going to come. You love to talk to me? Thank you. I love that you're here. And this is not me telling y'all that y'all shouldn't want the greater things that are tangible in life. I want to be very specific about what I mean by success is discovering yourself from within and loving every version of yourself and being able to walk with who the divine has created and who you've helped yourself to become. Exactly. That's why we're talking about relationship with self, because your relationship with self can be defined. And that's the cool thing about the world. Although we may not be able to, although we may not be able to identify success with one specific thing, it's the same thing with who we are, right? A lot of you guys under the sound of my voice, you're very multifaceted. You have a lot of things. You have so much charisma to yourself. It's called a bandana. I'm from the country, so y'all, we wear everything on our head. Y'all lucky I don't have a shirt on my head. I wear anything to cover my crown. As a woman, anything to cover my crown. No shade. All right. So I want to talk authenticity from my aspect. I hope that you can look at it. I hope that you can look at it in a different light. And I hope that this walk we're about to take is the walk of your life. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. So we're gonna get started. If you're in the chat on TikTok, congratulations, because you're ahead of the game. And if you're here on YT, right? I know that one, you're an adult. What up, TG Gaming? If you're under the sound of my voice, I know that you are capable of becoming whatever it is that you want to become. If you are under the sound of my voice, whether this is the recording afterwards or whether you're live right here in the chat with us, I know because I don't do my live for kids. And if kids are on here, it's because they bypass whatever. But if you're under the sound of my voice, you are capable of becoming and discovering everything about yourself that you want to. If you woke up today, that is enough. If you woke up today, that is enough. And I know that's so cliche to say, but if you woke up today, that's enough. That's the only tool you need. That's the only tool you need. You don't need no tool outside of yourself. So we're going to talk authenticity today. And we're going to break that word down. What's up, Renee? Give it up in the chat. Okay? And that's why I say it's no coincidence that you're here. I've been chatting for 20 minutes. I haven't even got started on the notes yet. So if you're here, you know you're here for a reason. And make sure you got your notebook out. Make sure you're writing down notes. If you're here, it's no accident, y'all. Like I don't believe in those. Okay? I'm not here to I'm the teacher in this sense. Lucky. No disrespect to you, but I can't read all of that and teach. I can't read all of that. That's a lot. I can't read all of that. But we're about to get into it. If you're here for a reason. I'm glad you're here. Lucky if you give me time after I teach, I'll be glad to read it. Okay? So let's go, y'all. Rags to riches. What I like to tell people, a lot of people ask me, why did you call the class Rags to Riches? It's not the literal sense of rags to riches, but it can be looked at upon that, right? Reason I created Rags to Riches is because I wanted to show people that the mindset shift that you have to have in order to experience from one or transform from one to another. Simple. And when you hear the words rags to riches, you can literally put it and swap it. One thing I do see in the chat with Lucky, right? Y'all see I wear glasses, so YouTube's words are very small. So I hope you didn't take that personally, Lucky. YouTube it's way smaller than TikTok. Like TikTok live is way much bigger than YouTube. And I have TikTok on my iPad, so I can see it a little bit better. Okay. Rags to riches it can literally be swapped. This is why it's so important to hear me when I say that the formula works for everybody in every situation if you work it. Let me say that again. The formula works for everybody in any situation if you work it. And if you don't work it, it's going to make sense and people are going to know that you didn't work it. So today we're going to walk down the path of authenticity. And at the end, so we have 7 stations to go to. And at the end, if you stay here with me, we're going to ask ourselves some questions that's going to help free you today. Now you ask yourself, do I have time to free myself today? Am I going to make time to free myself today from the shackles of worrying about why people don't support me, why they're watching and not liking, why I wake up every day? If you're tired of questioning yourself and you're tired of questioning who you are, we're going to walk down authenticity today because you just need a reminder, and that's all I'm here for. I'm not here to tell you how to live. I'm not here to tell you how to be. But if you walk with me down the path of authenticity today, we're going to help remind you of who you are. Let's go. All right. So we're going to break down that word authenticity. And I'm excited. Hold on, y'all. I'm excited. Give it up on TikTok. Give it up on YT. I'm excited to talk about this word because I think a lot of people use this word. I think a lot of people want to be this word. And I think that people just don't have the definition of truly what authenticity is. All right. So you may have been seeing some signs and synchronicities lately, right? Some butterflies may have been seeing. What up, Destiny? Give it up in the chat. All right. You may have been seeing some black butterflies. You may be seeing some angel numbers 1122. You may be seeing a lot of fives, a lot of sevens. Okay. You also may be seeing yellow butterflies. You on live? And I'm late. Hold on. That video hit. I forgot I scheduled that video. Cause we on live and you late. All right. So today we're talking rags to riches, and it may sound like what I'm saying is repetition. One thing about a habit is it's not a practice, it's a lifestyle. And in order to truly get yourself to a place of self-acceptance, you have to be willing to do the work. That's simple. That's simple. You have to be willing to do the work. And you have to be willing to do it over and 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 over again. Just like, there's a lot of people on these apps, right? They're trolls and they have nothing else better to do. They have to do these things over and over and over again because it has to make them feel good. So I want you to ask yourself today, what am I willing to do to make sure that I feel good in my life? I get a lot of clients daily, and they always asking me like, "Yo, how do you do this? Like, how do you wake up? How do you?" And it's like because it takes the same amount of energy. It's like it takes the same amount of time. It takes the same amount of energy. It takes the same amount of thinking. It takes the same amount of pondering and decision making on a brain. I tell people all the time, y'all, that you're gonna always have the bad thoughts. It's just that simple. And I'm honest about that because that's the true healing. You're gonna always be faced with these thoughts. You get 30 plus thousand thoughts a day. You think all of them is gonna be positive? Give it up for Yana in the chat. You think it's gonna always be positive? Nah, bro. I'm here to tell you it's not. I'm here to tell you that some days shit gonna get thrown at you left and right, and you gotta be willing to weather the storm. And it's okay if you don't want to weather the storm. Just understand that it takes the same amount of energy. Glad to be back in class. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Me too. I'm glad to be back too. This is what I do. I love to do it so much. I had an amazing weekend. Had an amazing weekend. I got rest Saturday and Sunday. Okay. I got rest. So, thank you guys for checking in with me. I'm A-okay. Thank you so much. All right. So, let's walk down this word of authenticity. And I think that I think more people should do their research. I think more people should pray about things. I think everybody should bring things back to themselves and ponder. I think that you should think about every conversation that you have. I think you should write down everything. I think you should take pictures of everything. I think you should look at everything. I think you should listen to almost everything as much as you can. People ask me like, how are you able to operate the way that you're able to operate? I have routines that get done, that have to get done. If they don't get done at the specific time, it has to flop. Now watch this. I just literally said it has to flop when I told y'all that rags to riches can also be riches to rags too. Simple. And that's some real talk for y'all ass today, because it's like, yo, you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing with it, where you think you gonna go? That's why you see a lot of people. Sorry, I ain't yelling at y'all, but this is why you see a lot of people, they obtain the wealth, but they can't hold it. Wesley Snipes. Let's talk about Wesley. How he didn't pay no taxes. No shade to Wesley, but let's talk about people's stories that I followed. I don't be following the riches. I'm sorry. I don't. Who do you like to watch, Big? I like to watch the people who lost it all and got it back and learned how to steward it, because those are the people that I want to learn from. Simple. I want to learn what not to do. See, so many people are worried about what to do when you should be worried about what not to do. You should be listening to people when they tell you not to do this shit. And it's okay if you have questions as to why you shouldn't do it. You should be asking questions. Great students do ask. It's just that simple. And if this recording is reaching you after we've got off live, but you need that one-on-one assistance, comment the word BIG. Because where I went wrong on my journey was that I didn't trust myself. It's not that I made mistakes. It's not because I took this road. It's not because I went left. It's not because I went right. It's not because I moved across, it's not that. Like, that's not the issue. The issue is I didn't trust myself fully. And if I had trusted myself fully, I would have known, my intuition would have told me, okay, hold on, pause. Let's look at this way. And not all the time will you have the plan laid out, but I will tell you what you will see. The divine is always going to give you the next step. The next step is always going to be right there. So if you learn to pause and learn to check in with yourself first, you'll realize that a lot of the blockages that you say or you think you have are not really there. It's just you creating it. So let's walk and talk down the authenticity walk today, right? So, authenticity, the definition of it, this is what they said is, by the end of this walk, right, you will have seen what the world say it is, and you will also have heard my perspective on authenticity, as well as you will define your own definition of authenticity before you leave here. Cool? Cool. So the definition of authenticity is the quality of being genuine, real, and true to one's own character. I want y'all to let that sink in a little bit. Let's reread that. The quality of being genuine, of being, of being. I could literally stop right there and that should have woke you guys up today. I could literally stop right there and that should have woke you guys up today. The quality of being. Meaning what you have in your life right now is because of the quality of your being. And that may make you upset or it may make you very, very happy. And if you're on the side of the upsetness, I'd like to calm your nervous system and say, the cool thing about waking up in a new day is the gift of a clean slate. Is the gift of having the choice to break the loop today so that it doesn't continue tomorrow. And that's the cool thing about growth and development. You can pick it up and you can put it down as many times as you need to. Simple. It's that simple. Stop making your life hard. That's what I had to start telling myself. Stop choosing the hard. Choose the ease. Because why do you need so many lessons over and over and over and over again about things that you already know? Why do you keep putting yourself through the frustration? Remember what I said at the beginning of this live. To not be great, it takes the same energy to be great. Simple. So now we know authenticity is the quality of being genuine, real, and true to one's own character, meaning your relationship with yourself matters. So if you're putting that on the back burner, how are you truly fulfilled in your life? It doesn't matter what you're doing and what you're not doing. And only you know what you're doing and what you're not doing. Only you know that. So if it sounds like I'm talking straight to you and I see you, tribe. So now that somebody sees you, now that somebody is validating what you already felt, what you about to do about it. And that's the type of person I am. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to be, I'm not the pity party leader. I really don't care to talk about these people. Do I need to get shit off my chest? Yes. But do I want to talk about these bums? No, I don't. You know, can I be real with y'all? Can I be real in the chat? I mean, like, huh? Is the OGs in the chat? Is the real is the authenticity like is people in the chat with authenticity? I'm trying to see something because I'm gonna be real with you. Why am I going to spend my time worrying about people that don't add to me or things that don't add to me? So I don't have a lot of friends because they don't want to hear a lot of the shit that I gotta say. Because yeah, I might say you bitching. I might because you probably are. And it's not to say that you can't be, real with me, but you can't bring things to me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Nah, you just can't. You just can't bring things to me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times because at this point now it's like, what you trying to do about it? What are you trying to shift about it? Feel me? I got the keys, the keys, the keys. Like, and I'm gonna just be honest because it's like, yo, I'm not about to be your friend. I'm not about to be your pity party. I'm not about to keep, you keep coming back here. So what are we about to do about this shit? What are we about to change? What are we about to shift? You keep talking about it. You keep, huh? Because I'm gonna tell you what, real bosses make decisions. And sometimes in your life, you're gonna have to make executive decisions and just move the fuck on. Simple. And whoever don't fucking like it, excuse my language, YT. Whoever don't like it, that simple. Because if it's not adding to me, it's subtracting. And I got an issue with that. I'm not lowballing myself anymore for the bare minimum. And I don't got time for people to be blocking my blessings either. I don't got time for people to be blocking my abundance either. I don't got time. I don't have time for that no more. I've been there, done that. I've been there, done that, giving myself overly for someone and they won't giving their self. Like I was giving 100% and they was giving 60. I was giving 100% and they was giving 50. I was giving 100% and they was giving 25. I don't have time for unequally yokes. I don't. That simple. And this is what authenticity puts you at. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing, who I'm with, it's going to be raw energy every time. If you don't fucking like it, take it up with your mama. And maybe you should pray to God that I fall the fuck off, but I promise you that's probably not going to happen. You know, I love where I'm at now because I just pop my shit. And it's like, I used to try to be real timid, like, like keep it real nice so that people will stay, keep it real nice so that people won't go away. Fuck them. If they can't sit in the realness of authenticity, they they don't need to be here. If I can't be my raw, authentic self around you, you not supposed to be here. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I'm not gonna paint a new picture. That's our problem. We keep trying to paint new pictures of motherfuckers, paint new pictures of situations. You know that job is it's you know that job it's time to make some moves. You know that job ain't. Come on, Yana. You know, you need to start you need to start looking at some things. You feel the energy shifted. See, we because watch this. Because we try to deny what we truly feel, we deal with a lot of bullshit, y'all, that we don't even have to deal with. I see a name come in the chat, the real TK. Come on, give it up. And we talking that authenticity. Huh? No coincidences. All right. We deny ourselves of our true essence, which is our discernment. How you feel in your body about someone, about something, about some place is true. And y'all got to stop walking away from that. See, a lot of times I walked away from things that I knew was true. I walked away from a lot of fucking things within myself, within myself. So you know what I had to start doing? I had to start doing that on the exterior too. I had to start walking away from people. I had to start walking away from things. Let me tell y'all, at the beginning of my journey, y'all, a heartbreak sent me into being who I am right now. And I thank them so much. Like, thank you so much. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have woke the fuck up. Like, thank you. I'm so fucking dope. Like, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, I would have never, this would have never happened if I never would have, experienced you. And I wish you well. Like, I I want you to have a good time. I want you to be better to people. I can wish people well. I can do that. It's not a problem with me. I can wish you well. Thank you so much. I would not be this raw motherfucker. I would not be back in my essence if it wasn't for you. If it wasn't for you dogging me, if it wasn't for you showing me that yo, I treat myself like shit. Like thank you for being honest. And see, a lot of time people don't like the realness. This is authenticity. Authenticity is going to tell you, yo, I was making fucked up decisions and I shouldn't have been doing that. I was hanging around fucked up people and I knew they was fucked up. Huh? Can y'all talk that talk in the chat with me? Drop some fires in the chat if this is hitting home. Because watch this. When I take the accountability, nobody has the control over me. So when nobody has the control over me, I can be my my authentic self. I could be that because it's like, yo, you don't have control over me. And it's like, yo, well, who I'm gonna be? Whoever I say I am. Simple. Okay. Let's walk. Let's go to let's go to the second stop. Okay. So now that we know the quality of being genuine, real, and true to one's character is true authenticity. All right. So I want y'all to start paying attention. Listen, before we get out of here today, I want y'all, when y'all go back to y'all scrolling and y'all go back to, supporting all the people that you follow, I want you to be very specific when you're looking at their content now. I don't want you to start looking over, I don't want you to look over nothing. Everything matters. Everything you watch matters. Everything you listen to matters. And I want y'all to really see, you can really tell who's authentic. You can tell. You can tell who has true confidence. You can tell who can be themselves. And I want you to start following people that can be them fucking selves. Stop following all these bum ass people because, oh, they have the following. Oh, it's funny. Some of these people lack integrity and they're not authentic at all. They're copying a lot of other people's blueprint. And it's not to say that you can't pick up gems, but copying it full throttle is crazy. Insane. You want to be me. You my little baby. I'm just talking that talk. Hey, Key, can I talk that talk? Key, man, Key was up in the kitchen the other day in the Discord, man. Y'all better get up in that Discord. If you ain't in the Discord, let me know. Drop the word BIG and I got you. I'm going to send you the link. That simple. That simple. All right. So I did a little dive. I dived a little deeper, right? To that word authenticity. So I broke it up. So authentic is the definition is what I gave y'all. The authentic definition is the quality of being genuine, da da da. But the itty part, the ity part at the end, that's what kind of stuck out to me because I'm like, okay, cool. You put a whole word and then you just put a IT on the back. See, a lot of like I'm hearing Itty Bitty Piggy like by Nicki Minaj. Yo, that shit was booming in the car yesterday. I was like, I never seen the Itty Bitty Piggy in the pocket. Get that bitch a quarter in a car to the pocket. I don't fuck with kids like Assalamu alaikum. Huh, I put them in the field, not like Assalamu alaikum, man. Cause I'm not worried about y'all. Y'all can be who you are. Anybody coming up against me talking about me hates themselves. It's that simple. And I can't even do nothing about that, babes. Like I can go toe to toe with you and it's not gonna make a difference. It's not gonna make a difference because you don't even know who you are. Then it falls back to yourself and you start realizing like, yo, why wait, hold on, why am I giving this my attention? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what feeling your feelings means. Like things happen to me. things is not it's not always perfect. I don't have all the best days in the world, but when I have the days that I don't when I have the moments, because see, I don't really have bad days. I have bad moments. It's just like frustrating moments because I feel my feelings and I release it. A lot of people, you have to feel your feelings and release it immediately. It needs to happen quickly because if you let it ponder, what happens is now it's in a loop. It's in a loop. I like to handle things and get it whatever. It's let me laugh it off. Because if I don't laugh it off, bitch, I'm about to tweak it out. For real. All right. All right. Okay, so that itty part, that itty bitty, that little itty bitty part. Come on, key. Come on, key. That itty part, right? That definition, it actually has a definition. That ITY. So on the back of the word authentic, when they talk about authenticity, itty is a state, quality, or condition of being. I want y'all to notice that there's one word that has been circling us this whole conversation already, and we're not even halfway through. Being, being, being. Some of y'all ain't where y'all want to be right now because you're trying to control the outcome, because you wish for things instead of being things. Mm, don't shoot the messenger. Because you wish for things. Because when you wish for things, you know what I'm saying? And it's okay to wish for things. Don't get me wrong. You can, you know, dang, I wish I had, a bag of chips. Dang, I wish I had dang, I wish I, you know, like, cause some things you gotta wish for, but see, a lot of people out here trying to wish things about themselves that you have to be, you can't wish for. You have to choose it every single day because you're gonna have those bad thoughts, like I told y'all. They're gonna come. They're gonna have bad moments. And that's okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That lets me know you can feel. And when you can release even quicker, what happens is the universe responds and says, okay, hold on. This is no longer the student, right? This is the master. Let's move her forward. Let's move him forward. You're probably not going to master anything fully because there's always different perspectives that you can look at and think of. Excuse me. But when you have learned how to do something well, another challenge comes. Just like in the gym, just regardless of how long you've been working out, it doesn't matter. Okay. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that, chat? Did I just did y'all just hear that? Am I tripping? Am I tweaking out? Did y'all hear that? Ding, ding, in my ear? Oh, I'm tweaking? Whoa, hold on. Because I just heard a ding ding in my ear. Them hoes is watching me. Them hoes is them hoes is watching me. They trying to get in the business. How you outside the club and can't even get in? Heavy on the confirmations. Okay. So now that we know authenticity is not only the quality of being genuine, real, and true of one's character, it's also a state. So when we talk about state, we're talking about state of mind. It's a state of mind. Authenticity is a state of mind. And sometimes it's not a physical, tangible thing that you can have. It's literally just in you. And it can be created. I think authenticity can be created because I think you can show anybody how to do it their own way by just telling them to do it. Because don't nobody know which way is the best way for you but you. And that's the cool thing about growth and development because I can take your advice and I can run plays that you give me, but I have to hold myself accountable too. And I have to do things tailored around myself as well. So although I have people I can bounce ideas off of and I can be like, yo, that is different. I still have to sit down with myself and look at the blueprint. I still have to sit down with myself and listen to a book or read a book to get more insight. I still have to do that. So although you may bring me something, I gotta go do my own research about it too. It's just that simple. Because how do I know it's for me just because you said it? Nah, I can't just take that. That's just not, so I'm a person. I'm not really weird with like compliments. I think that because I've built my own confidence since I was a little child. I think it just adds to my bank. Like it's just second confirmation. Like when somebody tells me like, "Yo, you look good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it." And it has so much integrity on it that sometimes people don't think it's sincere. Like no shade. Like sometimes my gratitude has so much integrity on it that some people think that I don't, it's not sincere. Like it's shade. And it's just like, ah, I appreciate it. Like, thank you so much. Like that shit comes from my heart when I say gratitude or I say thank you. Because it's like, yo, it's just confirmation for me of things that I already tell myself. So it's like, thank you, divine, for sending this person today to remind me that this is exactly what I needed. Or I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Or thank you for them giving me that little boost up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm here. I'm just a reminder. I'm not here to tell nobody how to live their life, but I will tell you what. You have to find your way back home, which is within yourself. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. If you're not comfortable within yourself, you're not at home. Cuz home is where the heart is, and your heart is in your walking body that you with every day. So what do you mean you need a home with someone else? What do you need? What do you mean you absolutely I overly need this? Well, what do you mean? Y'all, it just did it again. Ding, ding. What is that? It just did it again. I just heard ding ding again. Like, y'all trying to get in my devices? What's going on, babes? Yeah, y'all can listen in. We talking that talk. I ain't doing nothing illegal. All right. So let's walk to three. Oh, sorry. Let's walk to two. All right. So two says the quality of being genuine, real, and true to one's own character. The deeper definition is it means an item or statement is what it claims to be. So I claim that I'm BIG, right? I claim that I think big, I do things bigly, right? I say that, I'm really big on self-respect. I'm really big about myself. I'm really BIG about me, about my life, right? So if I claim these things, my actions have to prove it. You can't just be out here talking that talk and ain't walking that walk. You got to be able to you got to be if you're going to talk that talk, you got to stand on it. What you utter with your mouth, you have to stand on everything that comes out of it. Okay? So I dive deeper. Let's walk to three. I dive deeper into that definition of claims because I want to, because I don't think people break down words enough. I think we just hear certain things and we just start going with it. Just like, shh, quiet on the creek. Like, Santana got his own definition of it, but the way I interpreted it is that, yo, if you don't shut the hell up about the shit that you got going on, people is going to try to come and take it. Simple. When you boastful about everything, about about your life in the background, people is gonna try to come take it. Simple. Yes, it's a fish term, right? Because fish, what I told my Discord, like I literally explained it to the Discord. This is why y'all gotta be in the Discord because I literally explained that because that's gonna go over a lot of people's heads what I said up in the Discord. If you didn't see that in the Discord, go see that in the Discord. Cause it's in the dancing hall. I think it was the last video I actually posted in there, and I was like, "Yo, y'all missing everybody playing, but they missing the point. This ninja GTA is literally giving them a game. He's literally y'all giving y'all the game. And one thing about Santana, he stay in his lane. He stay in his lane and do what he do. I be peeping him. He stay in his lane and do what he do. He love his tribe. His people love him, and he stay his lane. And regardless, his journey was rough at the beginning, right? Who knows about Santana, right? Because his journey was rough at the beginning. It wasn't always popping in bottles and bigger tricks than Woo Lady. He literally like he built himself up. He was heavy, he was heavier, right? He was heavier. He carried around his fake Chanels, as Miami say. But now he really got it like that, right? Quiet on the Creek came from an old clip it, a mad old clip because he was a little heavy set. He was a little heavy set in that vid. When I seen that, I was like, oh yeah. That gave me more confirmation as to what I'm doing. So I'm sharing this. Why? Why are you sharing this with me, Big? Because listen, a lot of you are worried about your fruits. You're worried about your seeds, and all you're supposed to be worried about is being the good gardener. You're supposed to be planting the seeds and nurturing them. You're not supposed to be wondering when they go sprout. And because you're wondering when they're going to sprout, you can't be in the present moment, and you can't operate in your most authentic self, because your most authentic self, y'all listen, y'all want to be at ease, y'all want the peaceful life, but you can't live the peaceful life because you keep trying to make the outcome instead of just being the gardener and nurturing and planting the seeds. Simple. I'm just a nurturer. I don't know how to be nothing else. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. He was consistent. He was consistent. He was very consistent. Has been, is, okay. And ain't stopped. And that's what it takes. That's what it takes. It takes maneuver through all the bullshit. Because Tina used to have a lot of stuff going on in the beginning. He really calmed down. He not only has he grown and developed, he has really calmed down because he really used to be outside. Like Santana was really that guy. Like no shade. He really was. And really is. He really is that guy. Like he got that swagger to him that it just is just different. He just got that aura on him. And it's just different. He got anointed. You know what I'm saying? And although like he literally just got bigger with Quiet on the Creek. And while giving y'all the game. Not even realize he was giving y'all the game. He just saucing. Saucy Santana. He just saucing. Literally, he just giving y'all sauce. So if you ain't present in this class right now, man, you tripping. We got 4, 5, 6 on the double taps. No coincidence. It's an alignment. If you when you operate in alignment, everything that's yours is gonna be yours. I literally told God, let me tell y'all, I literally told God, like, listen, this time around, I need everything with my name on it. I need everything with my name on it. Y'all know he sent me a lover with the same goddamn name as me? I said, "Hold on, motherfucker." I said, "Hold on." Yeah, hold on. You being real intentional now. I said, "Hold on. You being real intentional now." Because I had talked to the divine. I'm like, divine, this is what I told the divine. I'm like, listen, everything that's meant for me, I need you to put my name on it so that I know for sure that it's me. Because I don't got time to be, you know what I'm saying? When you get to that point in your life where I can't do no more, like, just like, yo, everything has to make sense to me. Everything has to make sense to me now. Like, I can't just be doing things off a whim. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can. It just has to make sense. Like, I'm saying in a sense, like, it has to I have to be in that same state of mind. Remember, itty on the back of that authentic word, to make it authenticity, it means a state or condition. So it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. It gotta make sense. Simple. All right. So that claims word, what happens with that word is it says it's an assertion. It's an assertion. Hold on. I'm tripping right now. Assertion. Assertion. Whatever. I can't say it. It's retro. Y'all don't hope I ain't got no English teachers in the building. Assertion. Why do I feel like I'm saying it weird? Like, do y'all ever feel like you're saying it weird or you spelling it weird and whole time you saying it right? Like, I've been out of high school a long time. I've been out of college a while too. Like, y'all, I do read, but okay, whatever. Moving forward. Yeah, assertion that asserts whatever. That something is true, typically without proof. So basically, what I'm saying is a claim is something that is true or people say it's true without having actual proof. So what do you mean, Big? What I'm saying is a lot of people say, "Oh, yeah, I got money," right? But they don't have to show you the proof that they have money. Does that make sense? So what I'm saying is what you claim doesn't have to have proof. It just have to be felt. Oh man, y'all just miss it. That's literally the gem. Like I could literally get out of here right now. Are y'all hearing what I'm saying? What you claim does not you do not need to have proof of. Are y'all hear me? Because a lot of people think that it has to look like what you believe. It doesn't have to look like anything because guess what? When you go to plant that seed in the garden, what you're thinking about is the whole you're thinking about the finished product, but the seed is just thinking about being a seed. It don't even got no thoughts. It's just being a seed. Eventually it'll grow. It don't know that. All it knows is that it has been buried and now it's being nurtured. And as you continue to nurture it, right? As you continue to claim it, the proof then provided itself. Oh, y'all better come on talk to me today. Y'all better come on talk to me today. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, bro. Come on now. Come on now. So that asserting, why I can't say that today, y'all. And I was saying it all. Yo, it's so divine that I have these moments because I'm not perfect, y'all, but I'm consistent, and that's all that matters. I keep going. I don't care about making mistakes. I don't care if you feel like, "Oh, you didn't say that." Like, I don't be caring. Y'all see how I just moved over that shit and just still gave it to y'all how the divine giving it to me in my mind's eye. Like, I don't care about none of this. I don't want to be perfect. I want to mess up. I want to say words all weird and quirky. I want to make funny faces and I want to fucking yeah, I want to do forget to put lotion on my legs sometimes because sometimes I just don't want to have to be I don't need to perform for people. I don't have to do that. I live life with no limits, no limitations at all. And if you feel like I'm supposed to be some type or a specific way, you can y'all heard what I said? So the word that I'm trying to tell y'all basically is like it's like assertiveness. I want to say assertion, asserting. Wow, I don't know why I can't say it. That's insane. I can say it. Eventually it's gonna come to me. Whatever. So that definition, and this is the turning point. This right here is the turning point. Watch this. So in a sense, we're talking about assertiveness, right? Right. It's the definition is a confident, but watch this. This is where a lot of people miss this at. A confident and forceful statement, fact or belief. Watch this. A confident and forceful statement, fact, or belief. What are you saying, Big? What I'm saying is that you can't just say it. You gotta say that shit with some meaning behind it. I am rich. I am dope. I am amazing. And pop your shit. Like you, like people be talking about me all the time. Like, yo, you so motherfucking like, and I'm like, what? I'm what? I'm so what? I'm so authentic. I'm so about me. I'm so lovey me. You know? Yeah, like you should. Everybody should be like this. You should pop your shit, regardless of who's in your face. Who cares? Yes, you should pop your shit. I think you should be your big boastful self. And I don't see a problem with it because you could die literally in any moment. And are you satisfied with your life? Or did you spend your whole life trying to satisfy others or make other people comfortable? My job is not to make nobody comfortable. My job is not to make nobody know thyself. My job is to strictly be myself and follow my journey. And if my journey is giving game to people, it's nothing. Cool. Say less. All right. So not only do you have to be confident, but you also got to be forceful. Cause see, some people gonna try to stop you in your tracks. Some people gonna say your dreams is not big enough. Some people gonna say, oh, they are too big. Like, how can you afford that? How can you do this? We don't talk to poverty mindsets. We only talk to wealthy. We only talk to people who think on that higher perspective. And I'm gonna tell y'all, in the beginning of my journey, I was accepting crumbs for people. I was accepting bare minimum from people. Like people didn't even want to pay me the bread, right? And I'm just like, all right, whatever, I'm gonna take it. That's a poor mindset. Because no, I'm not finna take it. Either you got the money for it or you don't. Simple. And I think if you're under the sound of my voice right now, whether you're looking at the live stream on TikTok or YouTube, or whether you're just looking at the recording, if you're under the sound of my voice, you need to understand this. You're playing too fucking small. Simple. People keep playing with you because you playing with you. And you may be thinking you're doing everything, and it's really just within. It's you saying, "Fuck this shit. Come on, Dash. I'm not playing small no more." People see my numbers and they get scared. You should, and you shouldn't even be in a room with me then, because you're gonna be scared of me. Because that's the type of sauce I'm gonna give you. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay for it, and the type of sauce I'm gonna give you gonna shift your whole spirit. Yeah, just like that. And that's how you gotta operate, and that's how you gotta see yourself. Before I was really, really like, I can't really say I was never confident, but before I really trust myself, I can't say that because I didn't always trust myself, but I was always confident. I was always brave enough to be courageous enough to do it, try it. And that was the cool thing about my life is that, yo, it's literally magical. It's literally whimsical. Like, although I was afraid a lot of times of things, y'all, I didn't got good at this shit. I didn't got good at hitting up the, you know what I'm saying, going live and critiquing the edit and the content. I didn't got. I'm comfortable with it because it's been my lifestyle for years. But when I first started, I was nervous as fuck. Right? What are people gonna think? Are they gonna like this? Is this even right? But I should have been doing it for the divine in myself. I shouldn't have been doing it to get no eyes at nobody else. Look, you know how many people that would have got off live already because they only got 4 people in their chat. But I fuck with you 4 people in my chat. Y'all fuck with me, so I fuck with y'all. So guess what? I'm gonna give y'all this sauce, and I hope it changes your life. I hope you can call me and invite me to get on a yacht. I hope we could go cash out. I hope we can go to Saks and cash out. Spend 10 bands. I hope we can do that together. For real. I hope we can plan trips and just get up and go when we want to. That's simple. I don't need a whole crowd. I don't need a million people going after me. Simple. I just need to follow the orders that was given to me. Simple. And when you do that, everything else it falls right into your lap. Y'all, I'm so frustrated. I have no water. I hate not having water, but I drink it so much. I need like a million. You know what I need? So in my new house, okay, in my new house, I need to have those fountains. I need water, those big jugs. You know what? The ones your mom used to. Let me see if y'all really from the hood. Your mom, we didn't have piggy banks. We had those big water jugs where your mama, you just be adding on change in there, dollars too. I want them type of jugs to be delivered to my house. I need that spring water, and I need that spring water, and I need to have I just need to have things of water around my house. You guys won't be thirsty when you come to my house. I think I drink way more than I eat, and it's sad. I don't think it's that sad because body's tea, okay? Y'all know me. I call my water drinking from the fountain of youth. Period. As you should. The intention is everything, babes. I love that. I might call mine that. Go on and get you go on and get you a sip from the fountain of wisdom. Y'all, when I have kids, I know what I'm saying when I have kids. Go and get you a sip from that fountain of wisdom because clearly you tweaking out. Clearly you acting ignorant and you acting like you don't know the truth. So go on and take your little sip of water, breathe, intentional breathe. Am I hearing stuff, y'all? Oh, please. While I'm up, let me give me some drink. While I'm already up. Okay. I treat myself like a queen, honey. No shame. Y'all, I'm gonna make me some sauteed tomatoes. I'm going season them up a little bit, warm them up a little bit. That's gonna be my lunch. What is that? That is this is fruit. It's a fruit smoothie. So because I couldn't get my water, more like a goddess. Period. I like that. Y'all love me so good. I love that. But yeah, this is little fruits. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have no water, you can get your fruit and you can get your waters from your fruit. Honestly, they say that's the best way to get your water, honestly, but I love drinking water. Cheers to hydration. Right? So now that you now that you know that you have to be not only confident, but you got to be forceful sometimes about what you want to be, how you want to be it, and where you trying to go. A habit isn't just a practice, it's a lifestyle. So now we're at stop five. We almost done, y'all. We at stop five. So give it up for yourselves in the chat. Y'all are working people. Y'all realize that? Y'all realize a lot of people that came up and through here and ain't pick up these gems. So if you in the chat, bro, you ahead of people right now. And I want you to think about your position right now. I want you to think about how many people ain't even doing what you're doing right now. Don't you ever second guess yourself again. Okay? We're at stop five. Habit isn't just a practice, it's a lifestyle, and you got to be willing to get up and live it every single day. Can y'all tell I'm running off of 3 hours of sleep? Does it show that? Am I operating like that? Okay. Okay. Yeah, not at all. I love life so much, but I also love me. So although I was up till 2:30, I still said, hold on. Although we may not wake up at 3 today, I got to be up by 6:45 because I still got to have time for myself. I still have to get my time in before it's time for class. And luckily, I can do that sometimes. Luckily, I can kind of be, you know, I was up until 2, then I went to sleep, but I was up before 6. People don't want it as bad as they want to breathe. People don't really want it. People don't really want to be great because what it takes to get great is to do what the great sort out. So it's like, yo, I gotta have that moment before I come and start teaching with y'all. And even still, I like to mention that although I still got up before 6, my day's still gonna be out of whack because I didn't go up and now I have to do my walk at a different time than I do it in a rise. So although I'm showing you guys that I have routine, when I don't lock into the routine like I normally do, it's gonna shift off my body. But sometimes we need that. Sometimes we need that. Sometimes you need a shift in rhythm. So that may be where you are. Maybe you need a shift in rhythm, and that's it. And if you need a shift in rhythm, DM me the word BIG so that I know it's real. And I'm talking about DM me like right after this live, so I know it's real. I'm not coming to look for you. I'm not coming to say, hey, you still want that? Nah, I ain't the wee man. No more. Anyways, look, no more anyways. Okay. I'm not coming to see if you still need that. I'm sorry. You DM me the word BIG, I know it's real. I'm gonna send you the link. And you can get into Discord. Because if you notice, if you in the Discord, if you in the Discord, you know I was up at 2. Go look at them. The numbers don't lie. Go look at the times. That's what I be doing when I'm up late. Elevating, grinding, see what I can give my people. I gotta get out of here anyway, okay? Because I gotta go post this discussion. I gotta create this discussion before 12 noon. Gotta hold myself accountable. Okay. So I want you to think. We're on step 6. I want you to think this. We're coming to an end, and I want you to just release everything that you learned today. Everything that we talked about today, I just want you to release it. Why big? Like what? I just sat here for nothing? No, because you're gonna remember it. But I want you to know that it's not you're not being forced to immediately put it into action, but I'm encouraging you to put it in action immediately. Because what happens is success loves speed. Success loves to see when a student gets information how quickly they run the bag because it's like, okay, we might can trust you. Cool. All right. 90% of the world don't know who they are. So you're literally the 1% club, the 10% club. Because most people can't say that they sit in conversations like these. Most people can't even say that they listen to podcasts, like, or they don't. Most people can only tell you what they do in their regular routine, which is get up, go to work. Some of them smoke, drink. Some of them, argue with their spouses. Some people can't even tell you that they actually are living a great life, and that sucks. You know. So this is why it's important to know thyself and to really discover who you are. And this is why it is also so important to research everything that people give you, because you never know if it's for you anyway. And you have to be willing to take it back to the divine. Eventually, everybody will start praying. Eventually, because you can't outrun a prayer. Because where are you going to go? Your spirit is not going, like, you have to find ways to release and transmute. So people who don't do it, this is why so many people have to be locked up, or this is why so many people take their own life, or so many people just have bad things happening all the time. And although a lot of people don't want to be real, that's the truth. This is why we have these this is why these things are in place. And although people think it's because people are trying to keep us in laws and control us, it's just the law of the universe. These people didn't create the law of the world, of the universe. They didn't create the laws of the universe. They've only created laws that's inside of the universe. But see, when you dive deeper, Einstein told us, like, if you look deep into nature, you're gonna find all the answers. And Mother Earth teaches us, like, yo, you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to be in the kitchen. You have to be willing to weather the storms. Like it Mother Earth literally shows you exactly what your life is going through. When it rains, right? Out of nowhere, right? That's a clear indication that you need to release. That's a clear indication that you need to release. Out of nowhere, the rain comes. Hold on, where the rain came from? Huh? Yeah. Okay, it's time for me to cleanse. It's time for me to release. It's time for me to get it to, to do some things that's going to allow me to be my full authentic self. I'm going to repost that picture because I literally want to say last week me and my homegirl got caught in the rain. Literally, we were walking and we was like, okay, we're gonna get a little intentional walking in, and then we're gonna stop by the store on our way back. And as soon as we came out the house, like literally, literally, y'all, as soon as it started raining. And immediately afterwards, it felt amazing because we embraced it. We didn't get upset about it. Because we embraced it, it was like our little inner kids were alive again, not caring about who cares if my clothes are wet. And that's the cool thing about being an adult, because it's like, who cares about you being perfect? But who does it matter to you, right? So why do we care? Why do we care so much about what people think? Why do we care if people support? Why do you care? Why do you care so much? I know, because mama and daddy didn't care. What up, Millie Money? I see you, baby. I know. Mama and daddy didn't really show that they care. They didn't really hug me. So I don't hug people. I'm sorry. I used to be that type of person, y'all. I need y'all to really hear me today, bro. I used to be that type of, oh, I don't show affection because my parents didn't give it to me. I don't know how to love out loud because nobody ever loved me. That's bullshit. Anybody tell you that shit? That's bullshit. Simple. Because now you're an adult and you can make your own decisions. If you choose to cater to what somebody else taught you, you're not authentic. Okay, so authenticity is fact or belief of something, right? It's the state of being, the condition of being. So ask yourself today, what am I claiming to be? Without all the titles, without all the people in my ear, without all the people that I support. This is it. This because questioning yourself hits different. Questioning yourself breaks the mask every single time. Nobody can truly break the mask but you. It's just that simple. Because see, the universe is used to other people asking you. In order to break the mask for the final time, you gotta ask yourself. So ask yourself two questions today. What am I claiming to be? And how can I use what I claim to be in order to create opportunities for me? Write this question. Write these questions down, because let me tell you what's gonna happen. When you answer that second question, when you answer that second question, the universe gonna bring you proof. Start asking. How did I become a millionaire? Hold on. Hold on. Why do I feel like money comes from everywhere? Ain't like it just appears out of thin air. If you're in the Discord, you know that song is in the Discord. If you never heard that song, you know, go listen to that song. How did I become a millionaire? Hold on. What? Why do I feel like money comes from everywhere? It's like it disappears out of thin air. Okay? I'm the first millionaire in my family. I claim that. I say. That is so terrible. Y'all know I be hitting that crow. Hit that crow. Hit that crow. Hit that crow. You know, I like that statement. I like I'm the first millionaire in my family and I won't be the last. I like that statement. But I also like questioning myself, like, how did I become a millionaire? Like, how would I become? Yeah, they be sleeping on the crows for real. Crows are so divinely like guided. 1022 on the time as I'm saying that. So, all right. So today, I want you to give it up for yourself in the chat today. 1022 on that time. It's my time to go. But I want you to give it up for yourself today. And I want you to ask yourself, I'm going to drop those questions one more time. What am I claiming to be? And how can I use what I claim to be in order to create opportunities for me? I used to tell people when I first started teaching, I used to tell them to, if there's ever a challenge that you have, I want you to get a piece of paper. I want you to write whatever the biggest challenge you have in your life that it just gets on your nerves so much. You just say, CEO, it gets on my nerves so much. I put challenge, but I want you to actually write your biggest challenge in your life. I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to write the biggest challenge in your life right now. And then what I want you to do is I want you to number it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It look like that, right? I know a lot of us are some visual learners. So biggest problem, biggest challenge, because it's not a problem. We don't have problems, we solve them. So biggest challenge, right? Then I want you to number it. Okay. I want you to I want you to figure out 10 things that you can do in order to overcome this challenge. And then what I want you to do is hang this up somewhere so that you can look at your opportunities every single day. And I want you to run at least 5 of those things on that list every single day. Because see, what's going to happen is you're going to create a energy. You're going to create some type of momentum where it's gotta work or it's gotta work. Like it makes sense, chat. All right. I want you to talk about your biggest challenge. I want you to ask yourself how 10 things. How can I overcome it? How can I overcome it? I bet you find the answer, and so will the universe. All right. I gotta get out of here, y'all. I can't hang out today. I can't hang out today. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. Okay. If today's live hit you, drop some fires in the chat. Drop some fires in the chat. I might give my Discord those notes. I don't know. So, what you should be looking to do when you get off of here is not going straight back to scrolling. It's not going straight back to things that you do automatically. When you get off this live, I actually want you to just get off this whole app. And I really want you to dive into that activity. Just indulge into that activity after this live for the following 5 to 10 minutes. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes additionally with yourself to identify the things that you just heard and what you just was talking about with me. And I want y'all to do that activity and I want you guys to ask yourselves those questions before moving on with your day. Because if you want to break the loop today so that it don't continue tomorrow, start immediately. Okay? YT, I love y'all so much, man. Thank you. If you're under the sound of my voice and you're actually seeing this recording, man, gratitude for you being here. And I hope that you got every single gem that's going to take you to the next level. Because look, man, we're not worried about putting up the boards. I'm putting up the points on the scoreboard, baby. We just worried about running the routes. We just worried about putting in the reps. And if we lock in good enough, it's going to speak for itself. I catch y'all Wednesday. For Winners Wednesday, man. Y'all already know Rags to Riches with your host, B.I.G.